All right. So one of the chapters, you talk about a technique called the cube that you would use on a date to get women to feel more connected with you without the whole interrogation thing. Can you give us a short version of what that is and why it works?
Oh, yeah, it's rapport building. Because, like, it was the old pickup thing, is that you need to talk. The more words you use, the more comfortable a girl's going to be around you, the more attractive you can make yourself, the more fun you make the date, basically. And a lot of guys, I think Black Label Logic Carl, who used to do podcasts with all the time, he used to do palm reading. Other people talk about astrology or MBTI. And this one was kind of like a psychology thing. And it was just a fairly straightforward, it's almost like a parlor trick. You're like, yeah, I got a friend. He was a psychologist, taught me this thing, read my mind, blew my mind. Do you want to see it? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then the idea is you tell them, okay, close your eyes, picture a cube where it's in the room, and it's in a room. Picture the cube. How big is it? What's it look like? What color is it? Whatever. And you're like, okay, open your eyes. You got to draw this out, right? And like, tell me about the cube. And then the girl will describe, whatever, blue, diagonal, doesn't matter what she says.
Yeah.
Pick something off of it. If she says the cube is blue, and you're like, all right, so the cube represents what you think of yourself. And because it's blue, most likely you have like you're a little insecure about yourself. Doesn't matter what you say there, just make an assumption, best guess. Okay. And then the trick is you watch.
It's like cold reading.
It's like cold reading. And the girl, if she tends to agree with you, will start like, they always nod.
Okay.
And if they don't agree, you'll always get like
yeah.
So you just watch the face. And if you get a positive reaction, you say, and carry on. If you get a negative reaction, you say, but, and then just say the exact opposite of what you said before.
Okay.
It's not rocket science. And then the idea is you add onto the cube with a ladder. Yeah. A ladder is her career aspirations. You add onto that some flowers, and the flowers are her friends and family. And then on that, you add a horse, which is her ideal lover. My favorite part of that one, because like if the girl ever describes, I would love a chestnut brown horse, and then I was just kind of laugh and they're like, "What's so funny?" And you explain what it's supposed to mean.
Yeah,
you're like, "Yeah, brown horse, fair enough." I think my girl at the time when he was on her, she said she liked her horse to dance.
Okay,
so it's kind of funny. And so I'm like, yeah, you like guys that are fun and exciting, and of course she nodded to that, and you go with that. And then you ended off with a storm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a storm outside, and that's a girl's greatest fears. And then the idea is you go through all of this, and you've learned just about everything you wanted to know about a girl. She gets that like emotional high from like, oh my God, he's reading my mind. It's like a magic trick, and it just helps the date become way more fun. And I think that's what a lot of people missed out of like game, is that it's supposed to be a game. It's like, these aren't tips and tricks to get a girl to sleep with you. It's tips and tricks not to be a boring fuck.
What's up, brother? If you like this clip, go back and listen to the full episode. I guarantee you'll love it. Visit my channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe now. If you prefer to listen to longer episodes in audio format, the podcast is available on all major podcast platforms.